more nervous today than I was throughout the whole interview process. Alright guys, so just a quick update on my job hunting situation. So as you guys already know, I'm actively looking for a position or opportunity within data analytics. So recently I was applying for jobs and I had a target set for myself where I applied to at least 5 jobs a day, and I think I had applied to 4 jobs in that day, and I just wanted one more just to add to it. And I saw this opportunity. It didn't look like something that would go anywhere, but I decided to apply anyway. And I applied, and long story short, surprise, surprise, I got a call from the recruiter about a week or two ago saying that they like my application and would like to put me forward to the next stage. And to be honest with you, I was very surprised. But I remember when the recruiter called me, I couldn't even remember what the company was, so I told him to just give me 5 minutes, as I'm not in a place to talk at the moment. And that's one thing that you shouldn't be afraid to do. Like, if you're not ready to talk, just say it. And that gave me a bit of time to just go over, try and find the application and go over it very quickly to see what job it was, because I applied to so many. And then, yeah, he called me back a few minutes later, and then, I was more confident. Obviously, I knew what job he was referring to, and I was able to, answer his questions, whatnot. But then, so the next stage of that process was, so they sent me, I had to do an assessment. So the assessment, basically, they gave me a report, about 20 something pages report, and had to basically analyze the report and basically ask questions and make up some observations and also solutions to what was on the report. And it was actually like a real problem that the company was actually facing. So that was quite interesting. I liked it. It was a bit exciting. At first, it was a bit confusing, but because it was such a real life situation, I actually enjoyed doing the task. So I had to prepare my answers or whatnot, and then have it ready for the interview. The interview was going to be half an hour. So I thought, you know what, I can go to the interview and have some questions and observations and solutions ready for the interview, and that way they will sort of control the interview. Or what can I do to stand out in the interview? And I thought, why don't I do actual PowerPoint presentation, going like proper serious, like I'm actually coming with a solution. So that's what I decided to do. It took me a bit of time to do it, but they were very impressed with my answers, and they even commented that that's in line with what they expected, which was really good for me. And that gave me the confidence that what, I will go through to the interview stage. And what also, which I'll go through to the interview stage, which was also the next stage. And what gave me even more confidence was the fact that I pretty much took over the whole interview. They didn't really ask anything, because I did a presentation which took most of the time, and then after the presentation, it was just questions that I had to ask them. So they didn't really ask me anything. So that's why I was certain that I'll go through to the interview stage. But so they said they'll call me on Monday to let me know what happened. And Monday, I didn't want to pay too much attention to it, but I'll keep checking my phone to see if anything has come through. I was pretending to myself that I'm not nervous, but occasionally I'll check my phone. Has anything come yet? Nothing, nothing. I was getting a bit nervous because like 12, 1, 2, and still nothing has come through. But finally, the call from the recruiter came through, and yeah, they said, they're pleased with my presentation and um, basically my solution to the challenges that they brought to me, and they would like to put me forward to the next stage. So yeah, that's the positive news, guys. So the next phase of the process will be face to face. So what I've been told by the recruiters, and that's one thing I always do. I always try to ask the recruiter as many questions as possible. What's it going to be about? What are we going to use? Are we going to use a computer? Is there going to be a laptop? Is it going to be on Excel? I always ask as many questions as possible so that I can prepare effectively. But with this one, what the recruiter told me was it will be paper based, so it's not going to be on a laptop, no, nothing like that. And you have to do a test to assess your analytical capability, and then after that, then you're going to have an interview after that as well. So I'm very nervous because I don't know how to sort of prepare for this sort of interview, and that's something that I've learned recently, that it's not just about learning about the tools and the tech stack and all of that kind of stuff, how to use functions and all of that stuff. It's also about the storytelling. It's very, very important. And how to analyze data and problem solve effectively. So that's something that I'm trying to learn more of. But yeah, that's the next stage. So that's gonna be, today's what, Tuesday. and the interview's on Friday, so I've got a few days to prepare. So I really shouldn't be doing this right now. I should be preparing right now, but this is not going to take too long. So right after this, I'm going to get back to preparing. I don't know how I'm going to prepare for it, but we're going to see how it goes, and I'll keep you guys updated and keep you in the know. So see you in the next one. All right, guys, so it's the calm before the storm. Tomorrow is the day of the interview, and I won't say that I'm like really nervous, but the only thing that really worries me is the fact that I don't really know what they're going to assess me on. So like I mentioned before, it's going to be half an hour assessment and then 45 minutes interview, but I don't know what they're going to assess me on. All they told me is it's going to be, they're going to test my analytical and problem-solving capabilities or something like that. So that's all I know for now. So I've tried many ways to prepare. I've brushed over my Excel skills. Maybe I could brush over my SQL skills a little bit, but I don't think they're going to test me on SQL because I asked them in the interview before what is the main tech stack that they use. They said they use mainly Excel and Power BI. So yeah, that's what they normally use. I don't see the point in trying to practice my Excel skills. But yeah, so today, the day before, I'm just going to go to the barbers, get a little haircut. I'm going to get a few things to like really, seem well organized. So I need to make sure that I have a pen and paper, of course, to take notes. And I want to get a highlighter. So for the assessment, I have a feeling it will be something to do with maybe like a case study, and you have to gain some insights or something from that. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to get a highlighter for that so that, I can highlight things. Yeah, that's all I got really. So yeah, I'm going to get a haircut, go over my notes a little bit, practice my interview skills a little bit more, and then see if there's any things that I need to brush over a little bit more. Also, I need to go and get a train ticket as well, so I need to make sure I do that. And yeah, then tomorrow, that's it. The good thing about tomorrow is that the interview is not early in the morning. It's about I think it's about 2:30 or something like that. So that gives me a little bit more time to prepare a bit more before I go in. And I'm going to make sure I get there at least an hour early, maybe even 2, just to walk around the area a little bit. And also, I don't want to have any problems with my train as well. Even today, I was just checking the train and I noticed quite a few of them were cancelled. So I want to get there well in advance. I don't have to make that phone call like, oh, I'm going to be late because my train got cancelled or whatnot. I don't even want to deal with that. So I'm going to go there, even if it's 2 hours earlier, I'm going to do that. All right, guys, so that's the new look. As you can see, the beard is all gone. Shout out to Pele Barbers. Do you have anything you want to say to the camera?
Yeah, come to the kind of face. He will never disappoint you.
Come to Pele Barbers. Yeah. Alright guys, so yeah, that's the outfit today. I decided to go for the red tie because I'm in business. Don't mind the trainers as well. I actually got my shoes in my bag. We're not messing about today. But yeah, at the train station now, waiting for my train. Hopefully with the time I'm leaving, I should get there about maybe an hour and a half before the interview. So everything seems to be going according to plan. Alright guys, so I'm here, I'm at the location. I arrived about almost 2 hours early actually, which is quite early, but that's because one of my trains that I was meant to get, there was an earlier one which I could catch, so I thought why not just catch the earlier one and get here a lot earlier. So yeah, so I'm here, I found a nice spot just to relax. Look at that. So yeah, I'm just relaxing, just getting my mind right, and I aim to go inside maybe about half an hour to the start of the interview, because there's no point arriving early and still going inside on time or even later. So I'm going to try and get inside for about 30 minutes to the time. I think that's a fair time. So yeah, you're going to see how it goes. All right guys, so I just finished the interview and yeah, that was something, man. So literally, so I had to do like a half an hour assessment, and the assessment was a bit similar to the one that I had to do at home. So they gave me reports. They gave me 2 reports that I had to go through and find insights from the report in 30 minutes. So I'm thinking, how am I going to get through all of this in 30 minutes? So I opened a report and I was trying to read through the report. I'm like, hold on, there's no way I'm going to get through all of this in half an hour. So I started skimming through and then just looking at the charts and graphs and trying to get insights from that and make recommendations and that kind of stuff. I only managed to get through only one of the reports before time was up. And in fact, one of the guys, I had 30 minutes and then he said he'd come and check up on me in 15 minutes to see how I'm doing. but then he never returned, and I was kind of counting on him to come back. And then when I saw him, I'm like, okay, I think, okay, yeah, you know what, time's running out, so I need to move on to the next one. But then he never came, and he came back when the time was up. So yeah, I couldn't really go through the second one. So after that, then the next stage was to go through to the interview, which was meant to be about 45 minutes, and I had to give the insights that I got from the report, and you know they look like they were enjoying it. So yeah, so I gave them what I found, some of the recommendations that I made, and the good thing I liked about it was the fact that it's quite similar to the one I did at home already anyway. So yeah, it made it a bit easier for me. And then after that, then they asked me about. They said 7 questions, but I felt like it was more than that. So I had to go through 7 like grueling questions. You know, normal interview questions, and I feel like I gave a good account of myself, but there was maybe 1 or 2 questions that I struggled a bit, and there was one in particular that I'm not sure whether I answered it or not. But you know what, I'll be honest, I think, you know, I prepared well. I feel like, you know, I did everything that I could. If I don't get it, it is what it is. But you know, I feel like, you know, I gave it a good go. But overall, how would I rate myself out of 10? I think I say it was a 7 out of 10, you know, and yeah, I think I did all right. So yeah, so the next stage they said they got someone else to interview on Monday, and then after that, um, I think probably like midweek next week they'll let me know whether I got the role or not. So I don't know, man. This could be another disappointment or start to, you know, a new life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited and very nervous at the same time, but yeah, yeah, it's all done now. So yeah, I'll update you on what happens, whether I get it or not. You know, you guys will find out. And also, I did remember to put my shoes on. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, all right, guys. So I'll keep you guys in the know. All right, guys. So just a quick update on the interview situation. So today's Wednesday, and it's past 5 now. So basically, the whole of today, I've just been so nervous. Like I'm more nervous today than I was throughout the whole interview process. You know, and I, I don't. Well, I do know why that's the case, because obviously, after the interview, the lady told me that I'll most likely hear back from them on midweek. They didn't exactly say what day, but they said midweek. And obviously midweek is Wednesday. Unless you consider the whole week, then maybe Thursday. But yeah, so I've sort of held her to a word a little bit. And now today, I'm just nervous, hoping for a phone call, because usually if you get an email, it's never really a good sign after an interview, because you know, it's an easier way to tell you like you didn't make it to the next process. But usually if they call you, that means, you know, you've done well. So that's what I'm hoping for, but no call came in today, you know what I'm saying? So I'm very nervous, I'll be honest, you know, because I've put in so much in since that day. I haven't even recovered since that interview, you know. So yeah, man, I'm hoping tomorrow I'll get something, and hopefully it'll be positive news. All right, guys. So just a quick update. So another day is going by. Today is Thursday. It's past 5 again, and again I didn't hear nothing today. And of course, I am getting a bit nervous that you know it's happening again. You know, so yeah, what I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna take my mind off it now and just not expect anything, and just continue with my application as normal. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just take it off my mind, continue applying as if nothing's happened. If it happens, you know, obviously it's great news. But otherwise, you know, I'm just gonna carry on as normal. However, I did receive some form of positive news. So there's this job that I applied for. It's with a bank, and this is kind of like worst case scenario. If I keep applying and not gain anything, you know, I was willing to maybe try and take a pay cut and get like a second job or something, and you know, do some form of apprenticeship and sort of learn the skill while getting a bit of money alongside. So I applied to this bank, who was offering an apprenticeship, and I had to do did online application, passed that, did an online assessment, passed that, then I had to do an online virtual video interview, and they've just messaged me saying I passed that, but the message is a bit weird. So they're saying, look, hi Alexander, thank you for taking the time to complete our online assessment and video recording. We have now assessed your video interview, and we're pleased to confirm that you've been successful at this stage. Congratulations. Yeah. And then they go on to say the last step in our assessment journey will be an interview with the hiring manager. If you're considered for the final stage, we will contact you directly so that we can discuss the next steps with you. So you're saying I'm successful, and yeah, if I'm successful, then obviously I should be going on to the next stage. So why are they saying if you are considered for the final stage? Like, it doesn't make any sense. You see what I mean? So yeah, so that's a bit of positive news, just to let me know that yeah, I passed that stage. So I'm gonna wait on them to see what happens. So today I didn't quite get the news that I was hoping for, but I did get some sort of positive news. So I'm gonna ride that out. Let's hope there's better news tomorrow. Okay, guys. So contact has been made by the recruiter, but was it an email or was it a phone call? So today I made a decision to go to the library to try and get back into the swing of things. As I've put so much into this recent interview that it's taken a lot out of me. Look, I even shaved off my beard and everything. So it's been difficult to get back into studying and all of that stuff. But I made it a point today to try and go back, do a bit of studying, try and finish this project that I started, and try to apply for at least 5 jobs today. So that was my plan. And when I arrived at the library and I pulled up, I was just collecting my belongings to make my way, and then my phone started ringing. So hint, hint, my phone started ringing. And then, but it was a private number. So I'm thinking, oh, private, I don't really like picking up private numbers. And with the recruiter, the numbers they've been calling me on is usually an 033 number. So I was thinking, it might not be them. But because I was expecting a call and I didn't know what sort of shape or form it was going to come in, I thought I'll just pick up anyway, just in case. And guess who it was? The recruiter. So yeah, they just called me, and this time around it's a different person, and she basically told me that congratulations, Alex, you've been offered the position of the data analyst. And guys, oh my god, like, I was just in the middle of the street, almost got hit by a car. I was just punching my fist like this, yeah, because guys, I've put in so much, yeah, into getting to this position today. Like, you don't understand. Like, this journey began in September 2022. That's when I made a decision to pursue this tech journey. And there's been so many ups and downs, so many emotional roller coasters, and to finally receive an offer in this competitive job market, guys, you don't understand. Like, I almost got hit by a car, and so right now I was in the library, I couldn't concentrate. Like, I was so excited, I was over the moon, and I couldn't do what I wanted to do. So instead of studying and all of that stuff, I put that aside for today, and I decided to do a bit of editing instead. I couldn't concentrate in the library. So right now I'm just on my way back home to just go and join the family and celebrate with them. And when I spoke to the lady, when she told me the news, I said, oh, that's very exciting. And she said, oh, so do you want to accept the offer? I said, oh, hold on. Like, let's not rush into accepting offers right now. I just said, you know what? I'm very excited, but just give me, because today is Friday, I said, just give me the weekend to sort of think about the offer. So she said she's going to send me all the details for me to consider. But guys, I'm over the moon. Like, it's been a crazy journey. Like, and I don't know what it is about this job, but I felt like this was the one, because like, even the way I got a job. So I was just applying for jobs, and I've literally lowered my standards so much that I was willing to take like almost half a pay cut of what I'm currently earning now. That's what I was willing to do. And I saw this job, and the pay was much higher than the jobs I've been applying for, I'll be honest. And I thought, I'll just try and see. And yeah, I was just finishing off the day. I'd done 4 applications, and I just wanted one more to make it the 5th application, and I just applied, not expecting anything. And then they called me back saying, about a week or 2 later, saying that, oh, yeah, we saw your application and we'd like to progress you to the next stage of the process. So then they put me through to the next stage of the process, and the assessment I done. This time around, so the challenge I've been having is, a lot of times when I get opportunities like this, I'll be at work, and then work will get in the way. I'm finishing at 2 a.m. Sometimes, and then I go on interview at like 9-10 in the morning. I'm getting home at 3-4 in the morning, and I can't get enough rest to prepare me. And sometimes, when I'm doing the interviews, it takes me so long to process information and to think. Like, it was affecting me, and I just couldn't. It was so difficult to study for anything, But this time around, I took some time off and I'm at home, So I put while I'm at home, I said, you know what, so that was the whole point. Any opportunity that I get, I'm gonna just pour everything into it, and then see what happens. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I did. So I just poured everything into this one because I got more time on my hands, and look what's happened. And another thing as well, after the interview, when I went home, you know what I did that I haven't even mentioned? I actually wrote my resignation letter because I don't know, I just felt something like this is one of the few, I've done a few interviews and a lot of them I've done well and progressed to the next stage. But this one, I just felt confident, although towards the end, my confidence was waning a little bit. But, I went home and I wrote down my resignation letter and said, you know what? Like, this feels like this could be the one. So my resignation letter is written. I just need to put like the notice period, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna use this weekend to sort of think about it, just consider everything, and then I'm gonna make a decision, and this could be the start of a beautiful journey. But yeah, guys, I think this one is God's doing, man. Like, the way everything happened is God. I promise you. When I went to the library, the first thing I did, because, I couldn't sit down, I couldn't wipe the smile off my face. So I went straight to the toilet and just went to punch my fist some more in the toilet. And then, I just thank God. I said a quick prayer, just thank God for everything, because this was God's doing, 100%. 100%.